What's up, guys? John with Fire and High Leatherworks. Today we're going to be talking about the radio ring. Most fire departments that I know of have already switched to, or if not, are going to switch to the new Motorola APX series portable radio, the XE model. Because they come with this very robust, I guess we'll call it the clamshell radio holder. It does a really good job in holding your radio. Clicks in, like I said, it's very robust, it's bulky, but like I said, it does the job. The problem with this is two things. Number one, to access the back buttons, you have to remove the radio from the holder, which is kind of a bear. There you go. So to access your buttons in the rear, you have to remove it from this. As well as charging your radio, you have to remove it from this. So what happens is this kind of finds its way in some nook and cranny in the fire engine, and this gets either shoved in your back pocket of your uniform pants or in your turnout coat. And what I've come up with is what I call the radio ring. It's very minimalist, if you will, but it's also very user-friendly and has a lot of features that I think guys are going to start liking. So number one is it's a handmade leather loop, and I throw on antique brass rivets, or excuse me, snaps, so that you can open it, put it on your belt, secure it onto your belt. You don't have to remove your belt to affix this to your belt line. The ring itself is 3D printed here in the USA. The process is actually called MJF. It's multi-jet fusion, but it's a very durable plastic. However, it's plastic nonetheless, so it will snap. I have had two come back to me under warranty with them being snapped. They get slammed in the door, they get caught on things. Just kind of the nature of the beast. If that does happen to you, I'll go ahead and replace that for free. Cool thing about this is as you can see, this one ear is bigger than the other. It does accommodate a lapel mic for those of you that like to rock a lapel mic all the time. These radios, when they first came out, they were equipped with a 2,650 milliamp battery, which was a little bit thinner than this was what you see here, which is the newer 3,100 milliamp battery. It's about an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch fatter. So if you had a radio holder similar to this, but not mine, that accommodated the 2,650 milliamp battery, when you switch to the 3,100 milliamp battery, it's not going to be compatible. It won't fit. The ring does accommodate both size batteries. So as long as they don't go even bigger, then we're good to go. It's also only compatible with the APX 6000 or 8000 XE model radio. XE being that it has this black collar ring. That's how you know the difference between the XE and the non-XE APX radios. If you don't have the XE radio and therefore you don't have this collar around the top, your radio will simply slide right through. The way this works is the radio sits up against that black collar ring right there, preventing it from sliding all the way through. I had a couple comments saying that this, if you were to put your radio in, let it sit like so, and then if you flip it upside down, obviously it's going to slide right out. No locking mechanism on this radio ring. It's literally just a ring with no fasteners, no locks of any kind. The radio does sit very deep within the ring, so all the center of gravity is down low. So if you're walking really fast, if you're kneeling over, bumping the top, it's very unlikely that this is going to flop out. In the event that this becomes inverted and it slides right out, that means you're upside down as well. And the bigger issue at hand is why are you upside down versus losing your radio. So as I mentioned, it's good for both size batteries, 2650 and 3100. But not only that, let me show you how it works with the lapel mic. Okay, so with the lapel mic attached, the big ear on the radio ring is oriented so that when you insert your radio, your keypads are always going to be towards your leg. This is so that if you're walking around, nothing's going to accidentally tap your button. Just simply slide it right in, goes in no problem, and there you go. You could actually have this up against over your shoulder, across your chest, wherever you want. Let me see if it's going to focus for you. There you go, I think. There you go. There you go. So as you can see, it sits nice and flush with that collar. So there you go, guys. 100% made in the USA. Handmade leather loop, antique brass snaps, and the radio ring rated to 350 degrees. Again, it is a 3D printed, very durable plastic, but it is plastic nonetheless. If it does snap, I'll replace it for you, but I've only had 2 out of 500 radio rings sold so far actually snap and break, so it's few and far between. If you have any questions, leave comments down below. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have on the radio ring. Only 29 bucks. Thanks for watching.